I'd say you need huge lashes even if you don't have any makeup on, because I love it, but you know. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Amelia. I hope you're all doing well. So in today's video, I am going to be showing you how I got this sunset eye look. Don't know what my hands are doing there, but there you go. I recently bought the HNB Cosmetics Dare to be Different palette, and it has the most amazing shades in it, and I was just playing around with it. It was the first time that I'd used it, and I came out with this look, and I absolutely love this. I love the sunset eye look, and I'd never actually done a sunset eye before, and I haven't done a cut crease in ages, so it was really fun playing with these shadows, and this is what I came out with. I am going to show you step by step how I got this eye look and how I did the rest of my makeup. So the first thing I'm going to do is moisturize, and I'm using the Nivea Soothing Day Cream 24-hour moisture. I've never used this before, but normally Nivea moisturizer is quite good. I actually like to use so much moisturizer on my face, especially in winter. I feel like my face is just the driest thing in the world. These hairs on my forehead are so annoying. I did actually shave them off once, and that was a bad idea. Because when it grew back, because my hair is black, you could obviously see like the little sprouts of hair. And then I did cut them, also a bad idea, and I've tweezed them, also a bad idea. I did used to use the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cream, and I bought it maybe like 3 times, but it's literally like 30 quid. I can't pay that. I love it so much. I honestly think it's the best moisturiser I've ever tried. It gets rid of any dry skin within like 2 minutes, but I just can't afford to be paying £30 for moisturiser, so Nivea, you'll have to do. I'm going to prime my eyelids, and I'm using the Maybelline Instant Eraser in shade Light. I've been using this for so long, but I just really like it. I'm also going to put this above my eyebrows as well, just because I'm going to be doing my brows next. And I feel like whenever you do brows and then try and do your foundation or concealer around it, for me anyway, all the concealer just wipes off my eyebrows. It's a very exciting day today. We've got a brand new sponge. Brand new Real Technique sponge. You all know that feeling when you get a new sponge out and you're like, yep, look at me. I may as well be bloody Makeup by Mario with my new sponge. I'm just gonna blend that in. Another thing when you're doing a heavy eye look is just make sure you conceal or put foundation on your temples, because if you don't and then you have to try and go in with it afterwards, you can rub away loads of your eyeshadow, which is annoying. If you're wondering why I'm putting concealer over half my eyebrows, it's because there's no hair there, it's actually microblading. I did a video on how to get the fox brow and waxing off your eyebrows, so I'll put that in the description if you're crazy like me and feel like waxing off half your eyebrow. I'm gonna set that, and the powder I'm gonna use is the Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder. To blend that into my eye, I'm using the Real Techniques contour brush. So I'm using HNB Cosmetics. This is Holly Boone's brand, and this is the Dare to be Different palette. It is so good. If you don't have this, you need to get it. The colours are literally unreal. So I'll just show you now. First shade I'm going to use is this yellow shade, which is called High. And then for the brush I'm going to use, so I ordered some brushes off Amazon and I was going to do a review on them, but it basically feels like this metal top bit is just going to fall off, so I never bothered recommending it or doing a review on it because they just don't feel like they're going to last at all. But I'll put the link in the description anyway, and it's blending brush 7. I'm going to start by putting this in the crease. Honestly, I've tried yellows before and they really have just not worked. And you can see this straight away, how pigmented it is. And then I'm just dragging that out a bit. Oh my gosh, I haven't done my eyebrows. So for my brows, my micro brow pencil by NYX is what I normally use, but that has run out. So I'm gonna have to go old school and use this Rimmel eyebrow pencil, and this is in the shade brown. Okay, brows are now done. Sorry about that. So I'm gonna go back in with the shade High, and I'm just dragging that out. Now the yellow is done, I'm gonna go in with this red shade called Sassy. And again, I'm using one of those Amazon brushes. These eye brushes are really good, like they're really dense. It's again, like this bit just feels like it's gonna fall off. And this is the tapered blending brush, number 6. I'm gonna place that halfway over the yellow, because when you're doing a look where you're blending like a few different shades, you want to make sure it's underneath the current one but still overlapping a tiny bit. And it's nice with colour as well, because when you're doing something like this, like a sunset eye, they blend together, so you actually end up with like an extra shade. Again, I'm dragging this red shade out. And next I'm going to go in with this purple shade, which is called Savage. Again, another Amazon. Basically all these eye brushes are from this Amazon. So this is the contour brush in shade 9. And now with this, I'm just going to put it underneath that orangey red shade. The good thing about using this brush and the brushes that you will have seen me use is that the yellow brush was the biggest. I mean, the brush I used with the yellow shadow is the biggest, and it got smaller for the orange, and now it's smaller again for the purple, because you want to make sure that the colours are not all just sort of blending in together so that you get the sunset look. Using a smaller brush as you get further down the eye really helps. I'm just going to press that underneath that orange shade, and then I'm just putting it on the outer corner and along the inner corner. Now I'm just going to drag this out with the remainder of what's on the brush. Now I do feel like the red did get a tiny bit lost with the purple, so I'm just going to go back in with a bit more of the red shade. Now I'm going to do my cut crease using the same concealer that I used earlier, and I'm again using one of the Amazon brushes, and this is a lip brush in shade 18. I'll be starting from the inner corner and ending at the outer corner. I just blinked and the concealer has transferred to the top of my eyelids, and for some people this is fine, and some people use that as a guide to know where they should bring their concealer to, but I have really hooded eyes, so for me, yeah, that's just way too high up, because it's gonna completely cover all of the purple, but it's fine, we'll work with it. We can add more purple if we need to. I'm just going to get more of the powder that I used earlier to set my eyelid. The final shade that we're going to be using from the Dare to Be Different palette is the shade Welcome, which is this pink shade here. And this is such a gorgeous shade. And again, Amazon brush, and this is the Angled Brow and Shadow Brush. So that is the pink shade on, and because I have lost so much of the purple shade, I'm actually going to add more purple, and I'm just going to use this really small tapered brush, and this is the Morphe M507 brush. Obviously this means that the cut crease is not going to be like perfectly defined, but I don't really mind that, to be quite honest. I'm gonna go in with the Too Faced Better Than Sex liquid eyeliner. This eyeliner is so good. It goes on so easy. The only thing is, it is quite like satiny, the finish, so I prefer a matte liner. So I'm only gonna bring the eyeliner sort of 2/3 of the way into my eye. I just prefer it like that. I just feel like mascara, I'm never gonna buy a mascara for more than £10, ever. Like, I'm just not, I refuse, I'm never gonna do it. just think, what's the point? Like, there's so many good mascaras that are £10 and under. Like, why am I going to spend over £10? Unless I was a millionaire. To me, it's just not worth it. What do you guys think? Do you buy expensive mascaras, or do you think the same as me that there's just no point? Next, I'm gonna do my foundation, and I'm just using the Maybelline Fit Me in shade 220. I use my concealer, and it is the same concealer that I used on my eyelids, but this one is in shade Ivory. I just like to use a lighter concealer under my eyes. I'm gonna set that with the same powder that I've been using, so the Coty Airspun powder. Okay, and I'm just gonna get the same powder and set the rest of my face. I'm using another Amazon brush, and this is from the same set, and it's called Powder Brush, and it's number 20. So next I am going to bronze, and I am using the Benefit Hoola Bronzer, the good old Hoola. This used to give me spots when I was younger, but I think I've grown out of it because it doesn't anymore. I'm just going to put some of that on my hairline to make this big old forehead look a little smaller. And then I'm just going to dust a tiny bit along my jaw too. And then I just get a tiny bit on the brush, and I just put that down the center of my nose, and then a bit on the tip of my nose too. I'm going to highlight with my Revolution Highlighter Reloaded in Raise the Bar, and this highlighter is honestly amazing. And I'm using the Revolution Precise Fan Brush. This fan is really nice. I normally don't like fan brushes because I feel like they're really flimsy, but this one, because it's small, it's like really densely packed, so it's actually really good. Wow. Dust a tiny little bit above my eyebrows. I'm just going to get a really small brush. I don't actually know what this is or where this is from, but I'm going to get some on this tiny little brush and just do a little circle on the end of my nose. And then I'll just put a tiny bit down the bridge of my nose. Then we're good. You might also think that I do my makeup in a really weird order, but for some reason I always like to do my eyelashes last. I don't know what colour to do under my eye. I'm going to use shade Zodiac, which is a deeper purple. I'm using the same brush that I used earlier, the Morphe brush that I used in the shade Savage. And I'm just going to put this underneath my eye. When I'm doing my shadow under my eye as well, I like to press it rather than drag it, because I think that stops the fallout, or the majority of the fallout anyway. Yeah, I like to always keep it kind of light under my eye. I'm going to go back in with my highlighter, and I'm just going to use my finger. I don't know what I'm doing now. I'm just going to use my finger and put some of that highlighter on the inner corner. Now I'm going to do my lashes. Again, weird order, I know. I'm actually using Primark lashes, and these are the Double Trouble lashes, and they were literally £1, which is crazy because they are so good. Eyelashes are on. These are really dramatic eyelashes, but I like that, especially when you're doing a look that has really heavy eyeshadow. I feel like you need huge lashes. I'd say you need huge lashes even if you don't have any makeup on, because I love it, but you know. I'm going to use the same mascara for my bottom lashes. Can't find the lip liner that I want. Blind as a bat she is. Blind as a bat. Our bat's blind, but that made no sense. Our bat's blind. Is that where that saying comes from? For my lips, I'm going to use the Gosh lip liner in shade Raisin. Oh, That's the lip gloss, not the lipstick. Take two. I'm gonna use HNB Cosmetics matte liquid lipstick in shade Obsessed. I'm gonna go back in with the lip gloss in shade Stop It. Again, shock horror, is HNB Cosmetics self-made blusher, and it's like this peachy colour, and it is really, really nice. And I'm also using their blusher brush, but I really don't think this is necessary. And that, my friends, is my makeup finished. This is the Sunset Eye. I really like the way that this came out. I've never done a Sunset Eye before, but when I got this palette and saw the shades, and obviously it's lockdown, and if you're like me, I don't really have anything to do. So yeah, try this out if you want to try something new and something different. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please do like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next week.